Hello, good evening. This is Brother Benson Media, and today is on Tuesday. We are blessed to have this opportunity just to have a discussion on what has been happening. That is today, and of course, the other days. And before I start, allow me to take this opportunity to just welcome everyone who is watching and everyone will be watching. And of course, to remind you that this is for the Benson Media. Over here, we do say that your opinion counts. I'm your host, together with Miguda and Msimamo. Allow me to take this opportunity as well to give them a chance to say hi before we proceed. I'll start with you, Miguda. Habari ya leo, siku yako imekuwa vipi? Na ni yapi umeona ya leo ambayo unaweza taka pia tukazungumzie? Miguda? Okay, Msimamo.
Kwani Miguda ametimka wapi tena? Unanipata?
Nakusikiza.
Ndio nasema ndugu yangu ameenda wapi Miguda hapa basi kasharudi. Kwanza pokea zangu Mark Miguda na wale wanatufuatilia Brother Benson popote pale alipo na wale wengine ambao ni washabiki wa Brother Benson Media. Mimi kwangu nimeshinda poa, niko salama, buheri wa afya, tunamshukuru Mungu. Na ndio maana tuko hapa tena kuliendeleza hili pamoja na ninyi wenzangu. Haswa hili la taifa letu, kwa sababu kila tunavyochambua basi ni kwamba tunajiweka sawa, tunataka kuangalau siku ikifika basi tujue mwelekeo ni gani, maana taifa ni kubwa kuliko mtu mmoja ama wa kikundi cha watu ama watu. Kwa hiyo au watu wachache wale, kwa lazima ni sharti haswa kuweza kulizungumzia haswa taifa kimtazamo wangu, kwamba tunajiweka sawa kama wananchi. Kwa hiyo ni mengi ambayo yametokea leo kaka yangu, lakini kwanza labda nimpe nafasi ndugu yangu hapa salimie, kisha ukifika wakati wangu basi nitarudi ili kuweza kuendeleza haswa na kuweza kujibu haswa hoja na maswali ambayo umetuandalia kwa leo. Asante.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, good friend Msimamo, for your take. Allow me to acknowledge the presence of Brenda Obedi at the comment section. And again, to remind our viewers that if you are watching us, kindly just like and subscribe. You can also engage us at the comment section. We've also shared a link via the comment section. You can just click it so that you join the panel. You also give us your views. And, Msimamo, today I want us to just have a discussion on what happened. More of it is political. We saw the drama where the governor of Homa Bay, together with the governor of Migori, were in Ahero, that is in Kisumu County. And, the reception that they got, they were heckled here and there, something contrary to their expectation. And, the governor of Homa Bay, of course, together with the governor of Migori, they were both at an ODM rally in Kisumu, that is specifically in Ahero, as the crowds chanted Babu Owino's name. The heckling, of course, reflected an anger over perceived ODM UDA cooperation, with supporters rejecting any alliance with President Ruto based on the murmuring that were coming out from the people. And, Wanga did insist that only Raila could challenge Ruto in 2027 and, of course, dismissed protest contradicting Babu's pro-demonstration stance. And she went ahead to say that Baba left them in broad-based, and for that reason, they are going to maintain being in broad-based. So my question to you, Simamo, wewe kama mwana demokrasia, what are your views? What has changed in Luoland that the people who thought that they had the ground, the likes of Wanga, who is the chairperson of ODM, together with the governor of Migori, are today not being understood by the people? They are, they're being heckled, something contrary to what they've been used to. What is your view? And remember, a young politician, Babu Owino, is the one whose name was now being shouted. What are your views, Msimamo?
Asante kaka kwa kuniuliza maoni yangu ni yapi kuhusiana na kile ambacho kimejiri kwa gavana yule wa Homa Bay Gladys Wanga na yale ambayo pia yamejiri katika taifa letu kwa leo. So mtazamo wangu ni huu kuhusiana na hili. Kwanza, jambo la heckling alianza la Wanga tu, tulishuhudia kule pande za Nandi, pia wabunge pia nao wamekiona leo, na ni sehemu ya mheshimiwa rais. Tukirudi hapo, si ni like pia, si ni wapi hapo, mama naye akajaribu kupandisha utambi, si mimi ni Simba, naye pia akala huo mkongoto wa wananchi kuweza kuheckle na kuimba Wantam. Lakini tukio lingine la tatu ni hili la Wanga, pia nao wananchi wameweza kumtaja wamtakaye na pia vile vile kuimba Wantam. Kwa hiyo hayo mawili sitazungumzia kwa sababu sio hoja ambayo nimeulizwa, ni kuhusiana, hoja ambayo nimeulizwa kuhusiana na Wanga na kwa nini Wanga amepata haswa hayo masaibu leo. Kwa mtazamo wangu naweza nikasema mimi kama msimamo, kila jambo haliachi chanzo, kwa maana mtu alionishtuza zaidi ameniweka maswali kuhusiana haswa Wanga kuweza kuwa heckled ni Mbadi pale alipokutana na wazee wa Kijaluo, lakini na kile ambacho amekizungumza, so it's like Wanga na mzee wetu wa Buru wanatumika, kisha mwisho wa siku watakuja kutemwa kama tishu, kwa sababu kama hawana value basi watakuwa hawana thamani, basi wengi huenda hapo au watakuwa wamejipa umaarufu na kujitangaza wao sasa ndio wenye mbavu haswa kuweza kushikilia jamii. Kwa hiyo hapa kimtazamo wangu, wana ODM wa broad based government wanakulana wao wenyewe kwa wenyewe hapo hapo, yani wanamalizana wao wenyewe hapo hapo, kwa sababu licha kwa mwananchi na mtazamo wake, lakini nimeangalia kwa jicho la mbali zaidi ya Wanga ni nini haswa, kwa sababu sasa hivi ana Mombasa juzi Tononoka alishuka akasema kwamba ni kweli kama ODM hatujajipanga kwamba tuko one term tuko two term. Leo amepokea hili ni dhihirisho wazi upande wa wananchi, wao wana kwao, wananchi wana fungu lao, wao wana yule kiongozi ambao wanampenda. Na hili nilizungumza hapa kutoka mwanzo, laiti ODM ingechukua miezi miwili kwanza ya kumon, kisha wawashirikishe wananchi, basi wangechaguliwa kiongozi wa chama kutoka kwa wananchi, wanganzia huko Nyanza, na nadhani huko Luo Nyanza, maamuzi ya kiongozi huyo pia angekubalika, Pwani angekubalika kila mahali, lakini haikuwa hivyo. Tumeona kina Mbadi wakiwa mstari wa mbele, na sasa hivi wakiwa kwa conference wakina Wanga wakichekwa, jamaa yeye anasema mimi natosha mbavu sasa kuwa kushikilia viatu vya baba na kuwa mzee sasa ambaye atakuwa anashikilia jamii na kuunganisha. So hapa kuna mchezo ambao unachezwa, wengine wanatumika, lakini mwisho wa siku yote tisa, mwananchi ana fungu lake. Mwananchi habewi tena na propaganda, mwananchi habewi tena tuna upepo tu twende kwa sababu sisi ni viongozi. Mwananchi anabebwa sasa hivi na kuona kwamba yale yanayomsibu yamepata suluhu, watoto wanaenda shule, matibabu anapata, uchumi umeimarika, akizunguka shilingi anakutana nayo, sio kama hivi shilingi lazima upigane nayo mieleka ndio aweze kutia mkononi. So kiukweli wananchi wana fungu lao, na ndio maana wameimba Babu badala ya Wanga, kwa sababu kila anachokifanya Wanga sicho ambacho wananchi anakitegemea, kwa sababu Wanga bado anaiuza broad based government kwa wananchi waiamini, maana baba aliwaacha hapo hapo. of which anajikanga kwa mafuta yake, na mwisho wa siku akicheza mpaka hiyo position, sidhani kama atarudi. Kwa hali hii sidhani kama atarudi, kwa sababu kama atakuwa hana value na chama cha ODM kiko pale, hakuna sauti, mwenye sauti wa hicho chama ni jamaa mwingine na chama chake. Sasa wewe ndio mwembe msada na kila kitu, hapo ndo kuisha kwa watu. Kwa hiyo mimi nitasema kwamba huu ni mwiba Wanga umejitakia mwenyewe kwa kutofikiria mbali, lakini vile vile pia kwa kuonywa na kupuza, lakini vile vile pia kwa tamaa za tumbo lake. Kwa hiyo ni mwiba ambao wa kujitakia, na siku zote huwa hauumizi. Asante.
Okay, thank you so much. Allow me to just acknowledge the presence of Jaslyn Price. Thank you so much for finding time to join us. Allow me as well to acknowledge Levi. Thank you so much. And of course, Brenda, thank you so much for finding time to join us. And I want to remind you that this is Brother Benson Media. Over here, we do say that your opinion counts. And if you are watching for the first time, we request you to kindly like and subscribe to this channel, because if you do so, it is a way of supporting us. Na sisi hapa tutasema ni asante. Miguda, I don't know what the problem is. You keep dropping, and whenever I want to come to you, I don't know what's the problem. Kindly fix your network so that you can have consistency, and maybe just give us your opinion. Homa Bay Governor Gladys Wanga, together with the governor of Migori, were both at an ODM rally in Kisumu as crowds chanted Babu Owino's name, the heckling reflecting anger over the perceived ODM UDA cooperation, with supporters rejecting any alliance with the president. Wanga insisted only Raila could challenge Ruto in 2027 and dismissed protest, contradicting Babu's demonstration stance. But again, she also said that Baba left them on bread-based, and for that reason, it is right for them to continue walking that route, and that anyone who is not supporting broad-based is not in ODM. What are your views, Miguda?
I'm clear. You can hear from me.
Yes.
I've been having challenges with my network. First, let me pass my greetings to Msimamo wa Ukweli and welcome him to the show. I also want to pass my gratitude to you for hosting, and I also want to appreciate the people who are viewing, the people of the comment section, and to respond to our viewer who want to see every face. There are some circumstances whereby, okay, Msimamo at least has shown his face, but where I am is a bit darker. I could have unveiled my face. You have asked me about Wanga, Oburu, Ochilo, Heckled, and Bud. First, let me tell you that I'm glad because they have remained adamant. They have refused to listen to the people. You understand that the voice of the people is the voice of God. Vox populi, vox dei. When people are speaking, it is God who is speaking. Their reign has come to an end. It's a new era whereby a new crop of leaders must emerge. People have embraced new idea. This is an idea whose time has come, and no one can go against it. If you go against it, it will sweep you away, and that's what we're gonna sweep these people. The people have been chanting all over Babu Sifuna, and the old guys have been adamant. They have declined the people's proposal. They are unpopular. These are the things that we said revolution will be televised, and they will not believe. Indeed, revolution will be televised from Kitengela henceforth. It will be televised until 2027. We as young people, particularly me, I want to speak for myself. I've made it clear. Me, I'm not in ODM led by Oburu. With the people. My position is opposition. and I'm as citizen who has a duty to that civil disobedience to the state, because when our rights and freedoms are being violated, our rights and freedom are being infringed, we have a duty as a citizen to be disobedient in a civil way. At the same time, our position must always be opposition. That's where we are. I'm glad, youths are glad, Kenyans are glad that if they cannot listen, they will be made to listen by themselves. The way they have decided to follow their political path, let them not force us to follow them. We don't want them to follow us. Let them leave us alone. Let them do their dealings, do their politics their way. Even as the young people, we do our things, we do our politics their way. The only difference is that we shall never follow them. We shall not follow them again. They let them go. Let us remain here. If they want, they join us, but we don't need them to join us. Let them also don't need us, because we don't need them to join us. Why are they coming for us? Let them go and form alliances. Let us also remain where we are. We can decide even not to vote. We can decide to let them go and form alliances. We are on our own, and we must remain on our own. Let them not come for us. We will do our things our own as young people. And okay, we'll do. Sorry, Msimamo. Maybe I think you are the only person who could not hear from me, but Makobura could have raised complaint. Makobura, back to you.
Okay, thank you so much. Gaucho, who is a member of ODM and claims that is a close ally of course, the family of Raila Amolo Odinga, including Mama Ida. So I can call him ODM activist. He's called Calvin's Gaucho. Okoth. He's warning Babu not to be used against the Luo community. He's accusing ODM leaders of being manipulated to divide the party. Gaucho has been vocal about internal ODM struggles, framing Sifuna and Babu as pawns in larger political game. Msimamo, wasemaje kuhusu Gaucho? Anasema ya kwamba kina Sifuna na kina Babu Owino wanatumika ili they divide the community and also spoil and probably
huyu mimi labda ndugu yangu atamzungumzia, kwa sababu mimi sina cha kusema na huyu ndugu. Ni ndugu ambaye sijui kama Makina, ndugu yangu, unajua kwamba yeye anampajua hapa kwa Msimamo, sio kama alijua hilo. Ni ndugu yangu ambavuni na ashafika kwangu, shaka sana naye tu hapa. So ni jamaa wangu ambavuni, lakini alipoelekea sipo, kwa sababu ameshindwa mazima. Matarajio yake na mategemeo yake na akili zake zilizokuwa zimemtuma, alikuwa ameshika uongo na bado anakubaliana na huo uongo, hajatoka hapo kwa uongo na kwa the reality. Hiyo tu ndio tofauti ambayo ukaka mimi ananishangaza, kwa sababu neno lazungumza sioni hata moja la mashiko ati kwamba mbona hawajakuwa na uniform za hiyo, mbona so hiyo haikuwa inanisaidia lolote, kwa sababu what we need ni ile message inaenda kwa ule mwananchi wa kawaida, mimi na yeye haswa, dhidi ya serikali ambayo tuko nayo. So yeye mwenzangu ameridhika, kila kitu kiko sawa, na alitegemea kwamba basi, lakini sio hivyo. Sasa sijui kama yeye alikuwa anazungumzia la Sifuna, hili la Wanga ataanzia wapi kulizungumzia? Kwa hiyo sina usemi na huu kaka, kwa sababu ni mpamaji, naweza nikasema ache kutapatapa tu, ni mzingizi, kwa sababu walichotumika kule waliona labda mambo atakuwa sawa, hajakuwa sawa. Alafu pili, mwanangu ambavuni namuelewa tu vizuri. Mbona, asante.
You know my stand. At least Msimama has talked about it. Me, I don't discuss that guy. I think we can proceed to another question. I don't discuss him. That's my stand. I don't talk about nobody.
Paul here is saying now ODM have suddenly become clever and they recognize Babu as Luo leader and beg him to come back to the party. Okay, maybe you'll give your take on that. And something else that I wanted us to give your views on is the deputy governor of Siaya, William Oduol, who was once. Remember William Oduol vied for governorship in 2013, Miguda, if you can remember, and he lost to what was it? The former governor, that was Governor Rasanga. He tried again in 2017, lost again to Governor Rasanga. And there were claims that he was denied the ODM ticket and that he won, unfortunately, never got the opportunity to become the governor. And then he came back again the other day and was elected as the deputy governor of Siaya. But along the way, they have had serious problems with the governor. They are not seeing eye to eye. And it is after some few years, we saw him being impeached, and the impeachment never went through. After that, he went low and decided not to speak. We've never seen him engaging on things to do with leadership or governorship or governance. I mean, in Siaya, but I hear he's earning a salary as a deputy governor. So he's coming back and he has rejoined ODM and threw his weight behind the Linda Ground mobilization tour. His comeback partly strengthens ODM grassroots revival in the Western or in Siaya, signaling a renewed unity in traditional stronghold. Well, on the other hand, we are seeing the governor of Siaya, who is one of the leaders of the other faction of ODM, who are insisting that it is not right for ODM to join the government and that they will maintain the position. Just your takes. Msimamo, Miguda, I'll start with you.
Oduol Denge. You talk about Oduol Denge. What I can say, the issue of Siaya County. Siaya County, we have had devolution. There are some districts which were left behind. You cannot compare Siaya County to Kisumu County. Kisumu was a bit modernized, and the fact that Asians came earlier and its proximity, population, so it developed. Kisumu headquarters developed. Sometimes people tend to compare some counties with other counties. There are some counties which developed due to migration and settlement of the people. When people settle into those towns, they settle in large numbers. Some came, like the Asians who came abroad, they were brought by railways. They made it to be a little bit developed. They could not access remote towns like Siaya. So I don't think if you cannot locate a story building in Siaya, maybe it's historical developments of towns. But even in the camp of devolution, the first governor also never performed good. So we cannot blame Orengo for all these things. And the fact that Raka right now understands if Orengo could be singing 2 term, he could be given second term. There could be no all these attacks. So sometimes they are just politically motivated attacks. Sometimes due to their interest, people decide, and that's how we are playing politics. So as a politician, we should just focus on service delivered to the people, and we shall focus on their contract between you and the people. Do not focus on what people say about you. Ensure that you create a good relationship between you and the people, because it is the relationship between you and and electorate is the service delivery. My contract between me and my governor, the extent to which I relate to my governor, the extent to which I relate to my area MCA, the extent to which I relate to my area member of parliament, women rep, senator, and even the president is service delivery to me. I need better health services. I need universal health coverage. I need better education system. I need good infrastructure. I need clean water. I need food. I don't need hashtags. That's the only relationship I have with the elected leaders. So if you can perform as per my contract and I'll give you a second term, and you got my back. But if you don't perform in accordance with our contractual agreement, that's how we part ways. And we are at liberty to think freely, to associate with anyone of our choice, of our interest. We all don't want any apology or explanations why we are parting ways with those leaders who are not delivering services to wananchi. Because there are Kenyans in millions who can perform better. They can be given opportunity to serve. But you cannot keep on elected each and every election cycle. You are going back to parliament, but you are not performing. What is the essence of electing you? Let us try another person. Orengo now is above Siaya County politics, though he has not performed. Yeah, he has not performed. I agree with you, Paul Kisianga. He has not performed, and even the previous governor never performed. Even Professor Nyang' Nyong'o only concentrated in the city, Kisumu city, but in other sub-counties, Nyakach constituency, Seme constituency, Moroni constituency, Nyando constituency, Kisumu West constituency, Kisumu East constituency. He has not performed. He only concentrated on the Kisumu Central, the city. He concentrated on the city infrastructure. And now you think he has worked. He has not worked. No one has performed. None of these people have performed. So we cannot crucify Orengo that Orengo has not performed. Even Ochila has not performed in Migori. Simbarati has not performed in Kisii. Sakaja has not performed in Nairobi. Abdul Swamad has not performed in Mombasa. So we cannot exclude Orengo that it's only Orengo has not performed because of his political stand right now. All of them haven't performed. The only person who tried is the Murang'a governor, Irun Kang'ata. Wanga did not perform. Wanga, that is the effort of national government. Because if you talked about the airstrip, it's an extension by the national government. We saw CS for sports, CS for roads and infrastructure was there. During the stadium, you saw the internal PS was there. The dual carriage, also the CS for roads was there, and that even the CS sports was there by that time, Mvoria. So it's the market, that is William Ruto went there, Paya, William Ruto was there. So the Omabay, you cannot say it is Wanga, it is the national government was performing Omabay. What I can't say, Irun Kang'ata has tried because from his own manifesto, you find out that there is Elimu Bora program going on. There is Smart City program, whereby he's going to the sub-counties and trying to construct roads in the sub-counties. And it is known. He has concentrated on the infrastructure, the Smart City program. He has tried. He has tried compared to other people. So let us not crucify Orengo that Orengo has not performed because of his political stand. They have not performed. Many of them have not performed.
Okay. Thank you so much for your take. And today we also saw Anthony Kibagendi being expelled from the parliament. And this is coming after the interview he had with one of the local medias. So today we saw the speaker, Moses Wetangula, expelling Kitutu Chache South MP Anthony Kibagendi after he claimed that parliament has been auctioned and reduced to an appendage of executive. Kibagendi was barred from the sittings, committees, and his office until he issue a formal apology. This incident highlight tension between MPs and the speaker over the independence of parliament. And of course, this is not the first time. We've seen quite a number of leaders, especially those within especially these leaders within the opposition side, saying that the speaker has not been partial, the speaker has not really performed well, and that the speaker and the deputy are the ones who are partly single-handedly forcing certain bills, according to their statement. So, Miguda, I'll just want you to give your take on that as well, and then I'll get back to Msimam with the other question.
The Kitutu Chache South lawmaker Anthony Kibagendi has just raised a concern in the House that the House has been auctioned because when it comes to representation, more so legislation and oversight, they have been reduced to a one-man show, whereby bills originated from some quarters, they are being passed by Parliament, the oversight is not taking place. It is true, they were auctioned a long time ago, and that's why they were almost passing the draconian finance bill the other time. Speaker is part of the game or part of the auction. Therefore, we have had very many people complain about him not being impartial, him not being neutral, him not being non-partisan. So he has been partisan, he has been taking side, he has been partial. That's how he is running the National Assembly. I think that is the reason why he had to kick out that lawmaker. Anyone who want to criticize or want to raise a valid concern is an enemy to the status quo.
Okay, Msimamo, before you come in, allow me to just read this. Kibagendi was right. It is true Parliament has been auctioned and captured. He's been punished because he is from the Sifuna camp. Thank you so much, Paulo. And Msimamo, the question I'm asking Miguda is Anthony Kibagendi was expelled from Parliament, and we saw the Speaker expelled him, the Kitutu Chache South Member of Parliament, Anthony Kibagendi, after he claimed that Parliament has been auctioned and reduced to an appendage of the executive. Kibagendi was barred from sittings, committees, and his office until he issued a formal apology. This, of course, is bringing a lot of tension between MPs and the speakers, together with the deputy speaker, over the independence of Parliament. Msimamo, you'll give us your take on that, and also you can give us your take on the deputy governor of Siaya who is resurfacing, and remember he's been out or immediately after the impeachment saga that he went through. He has not been seen doing governance as much as he's the deputy, but we hear he earns money as the deputy governor without getting to the office or doing his functions. We saw him rejoining ODM and he threw his weight behind the Linda Ground mobilization tour. What are your views again on that as well, Msimama?
Jamani, hapa tunazungumza jambo ambalo liko wazi. Yoyote ambaye hafungamani na tutam, yeye ni adui wa hili taifa. Hilo ni taifa letu mahali lipo. Yoyote ambaye hatafungamana na tutam, ni adui. Kwa maana hili la Orengo, tulianza hili la Orengo ni kwamba tulioshuhudia wale wa mkutano wa MCAs na rais kule Eldoret. Up to date hatujajua alikuwa anazungumzia nini, but kwa nini hakuwa pale kiongozi ambaye ndio governor? Mbona waitwe tu wao? Then turudi sasa katika hili kwamba deputy governor na wake na huyo na wake, sawa, ni haki demokrasia kwamba kila mtu ana maoni yake. Ndio maana kuna wale wa Jubilee, kuna wale wa ODM, kuna wale wa, lakini hili hebu tuliangalia kwa nini. Je, jicho la mbali, kwa sababu unajua yeyote ambaye hafungamani na sera ya tuta ni adui. Don't you see kwamba ni huyu jamaa ndo anabeba upande mwingine kuweza kuchimba mizizi huu ndio msorongo kutokana yeye amesimama hapo. So hili ni siasa iko hapo ndani, na kuna mtu ambaye analitimiza hili kwa his personal gain. Akishapata hiyo personal gains yake kwamba ameshapata kila anachokihitaji basi, lakini kweli hata ile kibagendi vile vile pia hilo hilo kwamba hafungamani aswa na tuta. Na msema kweli katika elimu, ndugu yangu, wewe mashakani, ukitaka usurvive na maendeleo yafike kwa watu wako na upate chochote kutoka kwa government, basi lazima uombe tuta. Usipoomba tuta, hivyo vyote piga huwa wewe ni adui. So uhuru wa demokrasia haupo. Ni demokrasia ambayo inazungumzwa kwa mdomo, lakini katika utendakazi ama utendaji haipa, hatupo mazima kabisa. Kwa hiyo ndio hali ilivyo. Kwa haya maswali yako yote mawili nitajibu kila namna hiyo kwamba ni those who do not believe on two term are in bottom top of trouble. Asante.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Msimamo, for your take. We really appreciate. To our viewers, allow me to just acknowledge once again Paulo, thank you so much for finding time to be with us. We really appreciate. Jazz, thank you so much. Levi, thank you so much. Brenda Obedi, asante sana. Vilevile Mike Onyango, thank you so much. And everyone is watching us. This is Brother Benson Media. Over here we do say that your opinion counts. If you're watching for the first time, kindly like and subscribe, because if you do so, it is a way of supporting us. Yeah, so Msimamo, the Peter Masaro is a member of parliament, is dismissing certain things that he's been seeing in politics, most of the Sifuna faction. And he's saying the Super South member of parliament, Peter Masara, dismissed Edwin Sifuna's popularity and claiming he cannot even win an MCA seat in Nairobi. This, of course, adds to the following. This adds to the criticism following Sifuna's ouster as ODM Secretary General, with rivals like Jalang already positioning to challenge him in 2027. And not just that, we've also seen quite a number of leaders, including John Badi, who is the cabinet secretary in charge of treasury, amongst others, coming out to criticize him. And the question I'm asking you is, if a member of parliament is saying Edwin Sifuna cannot even win an MCA seat, then what is the position of Edwin Sifuna? He's then saying that even the position is having courtesy of the influence that Raila had. What are your views, Mr. Msima?
Kaka yangu, views zangu ziko wazi. Mwenye macho siku zote ambii tazama. Mwenye macho siku zote ambii tazama. Mtu anajionea mwenyewe. Huyu si anaongea pumba. Etawezi huu mati ambao ameweza kukusanya hapa, especially wengi wao wakiwa ni vijana, yeye anaweza kulifanya hilo mpaka namshusha hadi kwamba hata akisimamia MCA hawezi shinda. Pili, umati huu wa wana Nairobi uliochemka haswa, huu ni wa kumweka sazana na huyu mwana comedian ambaye sera hana, kuzungumza kwa wananchi ajui. Juzi tulimsikiza sio akitaja UDA, akitaja huku, akibabaika, akihangaika huku na huku, lakini hakuna chochote, kwa sababu amezoea comedian. Unamchanganya na mwanasiasa ambaye amevuka ngazi sasa hivi, hata sio Senate, ngazi ambayo sasa hivi ni ngazi ya kina Ruto. Kwa hivyo huyu ni anaingia ngazi ya kina Kalonzo Musyoka, akina Gachagua, hiyo ndo ngazi yuko nayo, anampia hesabu ya MCA. Kwa hiyo huyu ni mnafiki, roho inamuuma na wivu. Matarajio yake na mategemeo yake aliona wakimtumiwa, basi labda ndo ataisha mazima, lakini ndo mwanzo wa safari. Maana kumpiga chura siku zote teke si kumuua, bali ni kumwongezea safari. Asante.
Thank you. Miguda, what is your take about the comments of Masara saying that Edwin Sifuna cannot the Super South Member of Parliament dismissed Edwin Sifuna's popularity, claiming he cannot win an MCA seat in Nairobi. This criticism comes amid Sifuna's contested position as ODM Secretary General. What are your views on this?
Super South MP is Karole Mondi.
Peter Masara.
Suna West.
Yeah, sorry, Suna West, yeah.
So, sometimes, no, that is a goon. You saw the way he attacked the governor in the funeral. Masara is a goon. So, yeah, so a goon is reasoning like a goon. Sifuna cannot win. How is it that Sifuna cannot win an MC in Nairobi? And Sifuna is one of the top contestants in the senatorial race in Nairobi. Someone who was overwhelmed, elected by 700,000 votes, and right now, in the opinion poll, is the front liner in the senatorial race of Nairobi. So how do you say he cannot even win Kileleshwa or South Sea or Korogocho ward? No. Sometimes it's not logic. You get the sense. A senator who is currently leading one of the popular men in this country, you are saying he cannot be elected in the ward Nairobi. Which Nairobi is that? And is the current leading center in opinion poll, senatorial race in Nairobi. He's leading with almost 80%. I think sometimes there are some people, even if you must do propaganda, even if you must drive a narrative, try to be a little bit authentic and original so that you can persuade your opponents. Saying Sifuna cannot be elected in Korogocho, Kariobangi, Kileleshwa, South Sea. So what are you saying? He can be elected. Me, I know he can be elected right now. He can even be a governor of Nairobi. He can even be elected in Suna West, where Masara is coming from.
He can even be elected as the president of the Republic of Kenya.
Yeah, actually, he can even he can even defeat Kasongo. So someone who can beat William Ruto, you are saying cannot be elected MCA. That guy is a goon. Do a little background check of him.
Okay, thank you. My next question is, I don't know whether to call him Gen Z activist or what exactly. Kasmel Makoure. Kasmuel, who rose to prominence during the 2024 Gen Z protest, is claiming that young people will back President William Samoei Ruto in 2027. His remarks triggered fierce online backlash, especially on X, that is Twitter. TikTok, it was also trending, and also Facebook, with many youths accusing him of betraying the protest movement. What are your views on the same? And before you come in, Msimamo, to give your views on that, Edwin Sifuna's prospect in 2027, the newspapers today, today highlighted Edwin Sifuna, who is the Secretary General legally of ODM, his political prospect, questioning his ability to consolidate ODM support. Critics argue that his recent ouster as ODM secretary weakens his influence, while allies insist he remain a key mobilizer and even has a chance to go for presidential contest. You'll give your take as well on that, msimamo, and then you can give us your take on those two before, as we wait for Migud. I don't know what the exact problem that is having with his phone. It keeps dropping.
Yeye mi nkipanda nkiongea na drop, akiingia nami na drop, tutalipeleka hivyo hivyo hili. Mimi maswali umeniuliza kweli kaka, lakini kuna baadhi ya maneno yamenipita, siku ya nukuu vizuri. Mfano hili la mwisho, labda pale nilipopashika zaidi ni kwamba jinsiana na nguvu haswa kuweza kukileta pamoja chama cha ODM, lakini vile vile nafasi yake kama mgombezi wa urais 2027 nafasi yake kwa wapi? Kiukweli kwa mtazamo wa juzi, sina shaka kwamba ODM kama ingekuwa mikononi mwa Sifuna bado still ingetambaa na ingetamba na kujinadi kwamba imetoka huko sio River Limpopo mpaka huko Sahara, kwa sababu uwezo nao, passion nayo, bado ni kijana, lakini maono anayo, lakini pia na msimamo. Na sifa moja ya kiongozi ni msimamo, kusimamia jambo kwa nia swafi, kusimamia jambo kwa ajili ya wengi na kusimama hapo bila kutingishika. That's what hiyo ndio sifa moja wapo haswa ambayo haswa kama mwananchi unafaa kuiangalia kwa kiongozi unayemchagua. Kwa hiyo nikimrate kwamba kwa swala ya ODM kama angekuwa party leader ama angepewa nafasi na kusikizwa haswa, basi chama kingeimarika, lakini vile vile pia tungemaliza huu mchezo mapema. Hatungekuwa tunakaa hapa tukisubiri maembe chini ya mnazi, kimtazamo wangu. So Hope ana passion na nguvu, lakini tukimleta katika mizani ya urais yupo. Nimeangalia polls nyingi tu leo ambazo ni hizi polls zetu tu za kawaida humu, tunaangalia ametajwa pale, alafu naangalia naangalia na mimi nachangia na mbona yuko mbele. So katika baadhi ya polls amechukua nafasi kubwa, kupendwa zaidi ya na wananchi. Kwa hivyo katika hali hii akikaza kamba zaidi na akisimama na akiwa na mipango thabiti zaidi, nafasi ya kuweza kuwa mgombezi anayo, na pia nafasi ya kuchaguliwa kama kiongozi anayo, kwa sababu tunahitaji viongozi ambao utakuwa ni jasiri, lakini pia wana mipango na maono ambayo ni safi, si maono tu alafu anaishia hewani, si ahadi tu ambazo mwisho wa siku zinaishia patupu. Si ungoje wakati the last lap unaleta maendeleo, kama si huni wote nini. So kuna vitu vingi ambavyo kwa kweli Sifuna amesimama navyo tangia mzee yuko hai mpaka alivyoondoka. So kwa kumtimua wamemjenga kisiasa na wamempeleka ngazi sasa ya kuweza kuingia sio katika kwa kinyang'anyiro, na naamini kwamba akipewa nafasi na Kenya wamsupport, anaweza badilisha hili taifa, kwa sababu ana msimamo, haogopi, atishwi, na ameamua kwamba wacha liwe liwalo, lakini nitasimama hapa. Unataka viongozi wa namna hiyo, sio wale wakitishiwa kidogo, wakinyoshiwa kidogo chambo, wanakamata chambo, mwisho wa siku wanajipata kwa ndoana, wanahangaika na kuchekwa sasa hivi na watu wao wenyewe kama na Gladys Wanga. Asante.
Miguda, what is your take on Casmuel, who is Casmuel, who rose to prominence during 2024 Gen Z protest, claiming that young people will back President William Ruto in 2027. His remarks triggered fierce online backlash, especially on X, TikTok, and Facebook, with many youths accusing him of betraying the protest movement. Will you give us your take on that? And also the Newspaper headlines today highlighted Nairobi's Edwin Sifuna political prospect, questioning his ability to consolidate ODM, and critics argue that his recent ouster as ODM secretary weakens his influence, while allies insist he remains a key mobilizer and that he even has a chance of winning the presidential election in 2027. What are your takes on those two?
Concerning the young man Kaskazini. Kaskazini is my fellow young man. He is my friend, and we can only advise him that he should go slow because he's not with the young people. The young people are not where he is. He is himself. Is a beneficiary of the demonstration that happened previously. Is currently being taken care of, while other people who are on the street are not taken care of. So if he's satisfied, doesn't mean that everybody is satisfied. If he's well and good to go, that's up to him. So I will just advise him to be watchful because he's young and he's still having a lot of chances in the politics. If this is not the last time, he can decide to miss this one, then he will have a very bright future. So it's up to him right now to retract and find himself where he's supposed to be and be with the people, not with the oppressor. Because when the people will take over from the oppressors, he will be a casualty. You have talked about the opinion poll and also suggestions from the newspapers. It is evident. I cannot speak more than what newspapers say. It's evident. The people are yearning for change. People are willing. People used to say anything, but not hata kama wameweka kondona. So Sifuna ndio hiyo kondoo sasa. It's now come reality that actually people are oppressed with this economy. It's not doing well. There's no money. There's no employment. Nothing is moving actually. So what do? You fight for that transformation. You bring a new person to transform the country because this one is not moving. It's not working for everyone. So I think he is a good chance. It's a matter of strategy. It's a matter of organizing, and also you need to be watchful because right now I think NIS are all over trying to trace them. Him and Babu, they want to deal with the leadership of that group. Once they have tamed Babu and Sifuna, other people will run away. In that group, there are people who are cowards. Not that all of them are brave. Some are not bold. So once they are the way they dealt with Morara and Kasumel, once they dealt with Morara and Kasumel, they thought that Gen Z is now dead. Little they knew that people were many. There are many people. The people who pretended to be the heir apparent to the throne actually lied to them. And I'm glad because they took the wrong people. They thought Kasmuel and Morara was the leader of the movement when they were bribed. So they thought that, okay, we have killed this movement. But right now, he is back. When we said it was leaderless, they thought it was a lie. It was never having a leader. So right now, they want to deal with Sifuna and Babu to tame the young people. But I'm glad the two gentlemen are bold. Babu has seen it all. There's no police cell in this country Babu has not slept in. Babu has been, they have done everything to Babu. So we are there. I think they are also saying a certain narrative that the young people don't have kuras. We have kuras. Mark, you have kura. I have a kura. We have. Which young people don't have votes? Who are these young people they are talking about? Because we are the young people. We are the people demonstrated. We are on the street. I am a registered voter in this country. So who are you addressing? I now understand where the problem is. I don't think the young people don't have votes. The young people have, but the other time what happened, they never turn out to vote. There was a time whereby there's an age where if you go back to the village, they don't have IDs. Those are the people who don't have votes because the young people, most of them, are actually having a smartphone. Most of them are having Safaricom lines or Airtel lines. And when they have Safaricom lines or Airtel lines, they have been registered on those lines with their IDs. Most of them are having bank accounts because most of them, when they are going to colleges and universities and TVETs, they were being given help. The help used to pass through your bank account, not your parents' bank account. So you cannot open a bank account if you don't have an ID. And the first thing they require before they register you, before they give you admission, they require your ID. Some portals you open with your ID. So I think they're having IDs. And also, these young people, right now, for you to access loan, you have to issue your ID. And you know the way they like Zenka loan, Timiza. So they have IDs. Me, I'm persuaded that these young people have IDs. There's a generation whereby they were never having IDs. That the people who don't have IDs, and the people who don't have voters card, and the people who are not in the register of IBC. But the young people are validly registered because for you to go even to seek for a cash from your area MP, you must show him or her your kura. Where are you voting? Before I write for you bursary, where are you voting? I'm a registered voter. I cast my vote at Suba South. I cast my vote at Kisauni. That is when you are being issued with bursary. How can you be given bursary without showing your voter's card? The young people have voters card. The young people have IDs. There is a generation, there's an age gap here whereby they were never admitted to school. They were never having bank accounts. They don't have smartphones. They were never registered into Safaricom lines and Airtel. Up to now, those are the people who are not in the IBC register. But the youthful generation are in the IBC register. What happens? Why did they say that we never turn out to vote? The previous election, it was agreed that by around midday, the young people never turned out to vote. They were sleeping. Some of them said they don't want to waste their time. But right now, if the people who are sleeping, the people who never turn out to vote, can come out and vote, the young people are more in that register of the IBC. So these are the narratives they're selling to us because we failed to vote the other time. Right now, they want to challenge us. No, the young people, they are validly registered in large number. Me in my circle, there's none who's not registered. So who are these young people who are not registered? So I think that's narrative also we should stop as early as now. That the young people are well equipped with IDs, are well equipped with Kura, they are on the register, they will turn out to vote.
Hey, thank you so much. And maybe my last question before we call it a day is allow me to just once again acknowledge our supporters and to tell them that this is Brother Benson Media. Over here, we say that your opinion counts, and we appreciate the fact that you joined us this evening and you've given us our views. I mean, your views. And, we've always had this kind of conversations here. And part of the reasons why we do have these conversations is because we care for this country. And when we give our views, as a way of being part of what is happening. So more of what we do here, we do not take political stance. All we do is give views based on what we think and what is happening. That is why sometimes we do criticize when necessary, oppose when necessary, and support when necessary. Over here, we do say that your opinion counts. Mr. Mama, I'll give you a chance to give us your last remarks and then Miguda, and anything else that is still we might not have spoken about that you wanted to give your views on. And before you come, once again, allow me to just acknowledge Paul. Thank you so much, Paul, for finding time to be with us. Jazz, thank you so much. Levi, thank you so much. Brenda, thank you so much. Not forgetting a good friend, Simamo, wherever you are, may God bless you for, of course, your consistent support that you've given to this channel. We don't forget you, and we ask God to continue blessing you abundantly. I'll give you a chance, Msimama, to give your last remarks and anything else that is still remaining, and then Migoda.
My closing remarks ni kwamba kila dalili imejionyesha, maana siku ya kufanyani basi miti hiyo itakuteleza, lakini vile vile pia mfamaji naye huwa haachi kutapatapa. Kwa hiyo taifa lilipofikia, ni shairi dahili kimtazamo wangu kwamba kutokana na hizo chant za viongozi kuweza kuwa heckled, nikianzia Nandi, nikianzia kule sehemu za Laikipia, lakini pia ni vile vile Rift Valley, vile vile kule mama, nimemsahau tu kwa jina, huyo kiongozi alijiita Simba Jike. Nikasikiza wananchi walivyo hackle, nikasikiza na Gladys Wanga, lakini vile vile nikiangalia na ule mhemko wa juzi ule tulijitokeza kwa Sifuna. Ama kweli taifa limeshanena. Swali ni je, Rifa atasimamia hii game sawa ama atalea pande mmoja? Na je, tumejipangaje sasa katika maonevu kama hayo? Maana game hii haina VR, na VR yake kama itakuwa hapo ni fake, kwa sababu VR ya kwake ni kotini, na kawaida tukifika kotini tunaelewa maamuzi ya koti. So for real, kwa upande wangu nasema tuko sawa, wananchi we in the track kuweza kutambua magugu na mbegu, lakini vile vile pia tujiandae kulinda cha kwetu. Wenzetu wakilinda vya kwao na sisi pia tulinde vya kwetu. Kura yetu basi ipate kuzungumza pale debeni ikifika 2027 ili tukapata kulibadilisha hili taifa likawa ni taifa lenye umoja, lenye kujaliana, lenye kuheshimu Mungu, lakini vile vile kuhesabiana bora katika jamii. Yani tuondoane kwamba jamii hii hawa ni wengi, hawa ni kidogo, hawa wana nafasi, hawa hawana, hawa hatambuliki. Hiyo ni jamii, ni taifa ambalo litajali kila jamii, litajisikia furaha kwamba iko ndani ya hili taifa. Asante. Lakini pia nimpongeze ndugu yangu Miguda, lakini vile vile nikupongeze wewe mwenyewe binafsi kama host kwa kazi nzuri ambayo unaiendeleza, haswa yenye tija kuweza kutuongoza haswa hapa kama nahodha, na nahodha kweli. Lakini pia vile vile na ndugu zetu wanatufuatilia upande wa comment section pia nao aliwaage tu, niwaambia alamsiki, kesho ni siku, lakini tusichoke, maana mlimia choka siku zote achoki mpaka akichoka amepata. Asante.
Thank you. Migoda.
Okay, first let me appreciate Msimamo wa ukweli who has come to the show and also giving us his thoughts and contribution. I also want to appreciate Shima Kobura for hosting us and our viewers who have come to the show. Brenda Obedi, I've seen you. Paul Kisianga and that new guy. Bye-bye. See you next time.
Okay, thank you so much. Allow me to take this opportunity once again to appreciate everyone and to say a big thank you to everyone who joined us, and of course to remind you that we'll be having our shows every day. Tomorrow we'll also have a show, so kindly, if you get time, just join us and give us your take. I want to take this opportunity to wish you all a blessed night, a blessed morning, a blessed afternoon, a blessed evening from wherever you're watching us from. May God bless you. See you again tomorrow. Bye bye. Today.